Welcome to our channel. Today, we discuss military technology so advanced it feels like magic. Imagine a world where weapons, vehicles, and systems operate at speeds and with capabilities that seem to defy the limits of human imagination. This isn't science fiction, it's happening right now. The evolution of military tech has always been driven by necessity, but in the last few decades, innovation has accelerated so rapidly that some of these developments could easily be mistaken for futuristic fantasy. From invisibility cloaks to autonomous war machines, the modern battlefield is transforming in ways that challenge our understanding of what is possible. Let's start with one of the most mind-bending innovations: stealth technology. At its core, stealth is all about making objects undetectable to radar, sonar, or infrared sensors. While traditional camouflage hides soldiers and vehicles in plain sight, stealth technology takes it several steps further. Modern stealth aircraft, like the F-35 Lightning II or the B-2 Spirit bomber, are coated with materials that absorb radar waves instead of reflecting them. Their shapes are carefully designed to scatter signals, effectively rendering them invisible to enemy detection systems. But stealth isn't just about airplanes. Ships, submarines, and even drones are being equipped with similar technologies, allowing them to move undetected through hostile territories. When you think about it, the idea that a massive bomber could fly undetected across continents sounds almost magical, but it's very real. Next, consider autonomous weapons and AI-driven combat systems. The integration of artificial intelligence into military hardware has transformed how wars could be fought in the near future. AI-powered drones can now conduct reconnaissance, identify targets, and even engage autonomously with minimal human intervention. Imagine fleets of drones coordinating seamlessly in the air, reacting faster than a human could ever process, and adjusting their strategies on the fly. Some militaries are even experimenting with autonomous tanks and robotic soldiers, capable of navigating difficult terrain, identifying threats, and collaborating with human troops. The ethical debates around these systems are intense. But there's no denying that the speed, precision, and efficiency of AI-driven military tech feel almost supernatural. Beyond AI, energy-based weapons are another area where science and fantasy converge. Lasers, once the stuff of movies, are now deployed on naval ships and experimental aircraft. These directed energy weapons can disable or destroy targets with incredible precision and speed, using concentrated beams of light or electromagnetic pulses. Unlike traditional explosives, lasers can strike almost instantly and with minimal collateral damage, making them a revolutionary advancement in modern warfare. And it's not just lasers. Researchers are exploring railguns, which use electromagnetic forces to launch projectiles at hypersonic speeds, piercing armor that would be impervious to conventional artillery. The sheer destructive potential of these systems is staggering, and they operate in ways that make them seem less like machines and more like spells from a sci-fi epic. Speaking of hypersonics, hypersonic missiles are another technology that pushes the limits of what we thought was possible. Traveling at speeds greater than 5 times the speed of sound, these weapons are virtually impossible to intercept with current missile defense systems. Their combination of speed, maneuverability, and precision makes them a terrifyingly effective tool on the battlefield. And they aren't limited to offensive capabilities. Some hypersonic systems are being developed for rapid deployment of defensive measures, enabling nations to respond almost instantly to threats. This level of speed and accuracy might seem magical to those of us used to the limitations of traditional weaponry. But in the hands of modern militaries, it's a very tangible reality. Another area where military technology feels magical is in cyber warfare and electronic combat. Modern militaries aren't just fighting with guns and bombs, they're fighting with data, networks, and electromagnetic pulses. Advanced cyber weapons can infiltrate entire communication systems, disable infrastructure, or even manipulate enemy operations without a single shot being fired. The ability to disrupt power grids, communication networks, and financial systems remotely gives military strategists a whole new dimension of control. Imagine a battle where no one even knows the enemy has struck until their systems start failing. Almost as if an invisible hand is controlling the outcome. This kind of power, wielded through code and electrons, blurs the line between reality and illusion. Surveillance and intelligence gathering have also evolved to seemingly supernatural levels. Modern sensors, satellites, and drones can monitor vast areas in real time, tracking movements with incredible precision. Multispectrum imaging allows forces to see through clouds, darkness, and even certain materials, providing near-omniscient situational awareness. When you combine satellite data, AI analysis, and autonomous monitoring, military commanders can make decisions with an unprecedented level of insight. In some ways, it's like having the ability to see the entire battlefield simultaneously, almost like a chess master predicting every move before it happens. Even in the realm of personal soldier technology, the advancements are mind-blowing. Exoskeletons are being developed that enhance strength and endurance, allowing soldiers to carry heavy loads with ease or run faster over difficult terrain. Smart helmets with augmented reality can display maps, highlight threats, and connect soldiers to a real-time battlefield network. Night vision, thermal imaging, and enhanced targeting systems make it possible for a single soldier to have capabilities that would have required an entire squad in previous decades. These technologies enhance human abilities to such a degree that the line between man and machine starts to blur, creating what almost feels like a superhuman soldier. Of course, some of the most astonishing military technologies exist at the intersection of science fiction and experimental research. Concepts like cloaking devices, which bend light around objects to render them invisible, are no longer purely theoretical. While fully functional invisibility cloaks are not yet operational on the battlefield, researchers have demonstrated materials that can manipulate light and radar waves in ways that suggest such technology could be viable in the future. Similarly, quantum communication and computing hold the promise of unhackable communication networks and unprecedented data processing speeds, giving militaries tools that feel like something out of a futuristic fantasy novel. And we can't forget about space militarization. Satellites, space stations, and orbital weapons platforms are transforming how nations project power. The ability to track enemy assets from orbit, disrupt communications, or even deploy defense and attack systems from space gives militaries a level of reach and precision that was unimaginable just decades ago. Some of these technologies might sound like they belong in a comic book, but they are actively being researched and developed, and their deployment could fundamentally change how wars are fought. While all of this might sound like a glimpse into a magical realm, it's important to remember that these advancements are grounded in rigorous science, engineering, and strategy. The magic of military technology is really the result of decades of innovation, experimentation, and investment in research and development. Engineers, scientists, and strategists are pushing the boundaries of what is physically and technologically possible, and the results can sometimes feel almost supernatural. So, what does this mean for the future? As military technology continues to advance, the nature of warfare will transform dramatically. Conflicts may become faster, more precise, and more automated, while humans increasingly rely on machines and AI to make split-second decisions. Nations will need to grapple with ethical dilemmas, strategic balances, and the risks associated with these unprecedented capabilities. And for those of us watching from the outside, the technology can feel like magic, but it's real, and it's reshaping our world in profound ways. Before we wrap up, think about this: what once seemed impossible is now a reality on the modern battlefield. From autonomous drones to hypersonic missiles, from exoskeleton soldiers to advanced cyber warfare, military tech is advancing at a pace that can only be described as magical. And as these innovations continue to evolve, the boundary between science fiction and reality grows ever thinner. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of advanced military technology, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment sharing which of these technologies you found the most mind-blowing. Your support helps us bring more fascinating content to your screens, and we can't wait to explore the next frontier of technology with you.